Hey everyone, a filter is an integral part of any subtractive synth, and it will add that extra flavor to your oscillators to make them shine. It's not without reason that many Eurorack cases contain multiple filters of different flavors, and there's a seemingly endless list of filters to choose from. Today I want to talk about what I think is one of the most serious contenders for a value for money filter in the Eurorack format. With the Doepfer Wasp filter in 8 HP, you get a variable state bandpass and a switchable high pass, low pass and notch filter for less than $100. This is a short and straight to the point example video. Let's get right into it. To get started, let's have a listen how the filter shapes a saw wave, with no resonance enabled. The Wasp manual says that it abuses digital inverters as analog operational amplifiers, and when cranking up the resonance to max, you get a good sense of what that means. But when the resonance is at a lower level, such as 7 or 8, the sweeps are much more stable. The first patch I have here is using the Wasp filter to create a bassline. The audio input is receiving a standard square wave. CV1 we have our envelope to shape our frequency cutoff, and in CV-in2 we're using a slow moving LFO to give us a bit of variation in the sound of the bassline over time. You can hear that the Wasp is adding a nice wooden timbre at higher resonance values when combined with a short snappy envelope that controls the filter cutoff. But if you go all the way to 10 resonance and use longer envelope decay times, you can hear that the filter will start to scream quite aggressively. Okay, let's add some drums and mess with the filter controls. The Wasp filter will always have an aggressive character, but in this patch I wanted to show you that the filter can also play nice when paired with a reverb. To keep things melodic, I am sending 3 saw waves to the Wasp filter. The frequency for each saw wave is chosen randomly, but they're all quantized to the same pentatonic minor scale. The Wasp also has a bandpass filter. I really like bandpass filters as a tool to make sure that my pads and textures fit well into a mix. So in this case here I have this full frequency texture that I want to thin out and also animate over time. So I'm using the Wasp's bandpass filter output to go through the full spectrum and only expose a small part at a time, which I think gives this texture a sense of aim and direction. drums to give it some context. Because the bandpass output and the mix output are available at the same time, you can actually pan them left and right to use the Wasp as a bit of a stereorizer for mono signals. But keep in mind that the bandpass output will most likely have less volume and frequency content than the mix output. The two last things I want to show you about the Wasp filter is how to make it oscillate and ring. This is really not the strong suit of the Wasp filter, but I wanted to show you these two patches anyway, so you have a complete picture of what the filter can do. While the Wasp filter does not oscillate, you can set it to high resonance and send a gate trigger to the audio input to make it ring. The sonic results are again a bit wonky, a bit weird, as you would expect from a high resonance Wasp filter. Similar to many other non-oscillating filters, you can send the output of the Wasp filter back into its input and set the resonance to high to still make it oscillate. The sonic result for the Wasp filter is a dirty sine wave, as you can hear here. Not the most exciting, but usable in a pinch. Alright, that's all I have for you today. In my opinion, the Wasp is a basic but quite versatile filter providing 4 filter topologies and a ton of character. With 2 CV inputs for frequency control and not much else, it is fairly basic. And I really think it's a shame that there's no CV control over the mix or resonance knobs, which would have opened up more sound sculpting possibilities. But given that the Wasp filter retails for less than 100 euros, it's really a worthwhile option that adds a ton of character to your subtractive patches. I hope you got a good idea of what the Wasp filter is all about, and if you already own one, I hope you found a new patch to try. Thanks for watching, consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you all in the next video.